how did I get into Stanford? Well, the truth of the matter is no one knows how they got into Stanford. But there are a couple things that I did that I hope helped me get into college. Hope is the key word here because I'm stupid and I know nothing. Academics. So this one I'm probably gonna just skip over because the cookie cutter answer is yes, I did great in academics, I did so well, I took so many classes, blah 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 blah. But I still did pretty well, and I took a couple APs because my school didn't really provide those. Basically, I did the best I could in academics, the end. Yay, woo, we're done. Okay, moving on to slightly more interesting things. Sports and extracurriculars. Basically, I've been swimming since I was in middle school, and swimming has been a very important thing in my life. I was captain of my team senior year, and we did the best we had done in a couple of years, and it looked pretty good, I guess, on college applications, so that's a fun thing to talk about. Also, in that same year, I played water polo, and before that, I was the captain of the ultimate frisbee team in my high school. This makes me sound really sporty, and I promise I am extremely unathletic. I'm weird, sometimes I can't do sit-ups, but I can swim pretty fast. Don't judge me, please. Besides sports, because that's basically all I did in my life, I was the head of my school's math club. Now people are going to think I'm a loser. I promise, just because I like math, that doesn't make me a super nerd. But then again, I do go to Stanford, which is the nerd nation. Essays, also known as the thing I care about way more than anything else. Stanford has a couple prompts. I don't know if they've changed by now, but basically they try to ask you, what would you write to your future roommate if you could? What is your intellectual vitality and what matters to you and why? There are a couple other prompts that they talk about, but those are a little bit less important. For my prompts, I talked a lot about things that I couldn't talk about through the rest of my application. So for what matters to you and why, I talked a lot about food. I talked about foods that people don't normally eat, like steamed nettles or crazy weird things. So I talked about these weird foods that I eat, and I connected it to why I like to take risks, that I'm a big adventure seeker, and all of that kind of stuff. Because in the end, that is who I am as a person. That does seem like a big logic jump, but colleges like to see you connect things that you're passionate about to bigger picture things. So keep that in mind. For the roommate essay, I talked about how much I love this TV show called Survivor. I don't want to get into this right now because I'm obsessed with the show. Basically, I connected how my love for Survivor means that I'll be a great roommate because I can put up with anything. And the funny thing is, that actually came true this year. Also, for the Common App essay, because I completely forgot that was actually a thing. I talked a lot about drawing and how, as an amateur artist, I taught myself how to draw pictures, and it helped me get through a lot of things that I was dealing with in lower school and middle school and high school. The good thing about it, though, is that it allowed me to talk about things that I got to do outside of the school setting that made me really happy. I connected these things to bigger picture things that I felt made me special. And I think that helped me get into Stanford. But in the end, I have no idea why I got in. It's crazy, Stanford is crazy, the admission rate is so low, oh my god. Regardless of all of that, I will say that this was my own personal experience of it. It's probably not similar to anyone else's experience of getting into Stanford. But just like how my experience is different from the next person's, it does mean that you can make your experience your own. And by doing that, you have a lot of opportunity to actually get into the college.
Even if it seems like it has nothing to do with a plausible career. So